So guys, this is the back pattern. This is the back pattern. For the back, I'm going to come down by ½ inch for the shoulder point or shoulder line. On that ½ inch, I'm going to place my tape on a straight line, and I'm going to mark my bust point. Mark my under bust point. The under bust point is not necessary now. I'll mark my waist point and hip point. Repeat the same process here. Hip point, waist point, and bust point. Mark a straight line. So this is my bust, this is my waist, and this is my hip. So the next thing to do is to go in from on the neck line. I'm going to shoulder line, go in by 3 inches as the neck width, and my shoulder measurement divided by 2 will give me 8. On that 8 inches, I'm going to come down by 1 inch, just like we did for the front, and then connect my shoulder slope to the 3 inches neck width. I'm going to use my bust circumference to get my armhole point. And to do it, I'm going to divide my bust circumference by 6 plus 1.5. Whatever I have, I mark it down. So I have 7.6 over 8. So I'm going to mark 7.6, connect it all the way here to this point. Then I will check the distance from my armhole depth to the bust point. And what I have is 1.25. I will mark 1.25 here, 1.25 here, then mark a straight line. So now I have my my chest line. For the back armhole curve, I am going to just curve it. We're not going to go in by ½ an inch. We're just going to curve it. But before we curve it, I'm going to put down my bust circumference divided by 4, which is 9.25. I'm going to put it down, then connect it like so. Okay. The next thing to do is to come down on the neckline by 1 inch, or you come down by 1.5, depending on how open you want your back. I don't want my back to be too open. I don't know why, but I don't like my back open. So now, after I'm done with that, this is going to be, there is no zip. If you notice, I did not put any zip allowance for the back because it's a corset. There is going to be a loop at the back. There is going to be a corset lacing at the back, and not a zip. If you like, you put zip on your own, but there is going to be a lacing at the back. So let me put down my 9.25. That's my bust point divided by 4. On my waist, remember my waist was 34. I remove 1 inch, making it 33. 33 divided by 4 will give me 8.25. On my hip circumference divided by 4 is 10.5. No allowance, please. Any allowance you're adding should be when you are cutting it on the fashion fabric. Okay, right now we are going to put down my curve. To put down my back curve, if you want your own to be straight, you leave it like this. But if you don't want to, just I want to add a little curve, just come down by half inch, or you come down by 1.5 inches, or you come down by 1 inch, depending on how curvy you want your back to be. I just want my back to be, remember we went down here by half inch. Okay, okay, that means that we're going to come down here by 1 inch. All right, so we came down here by half inch, so we're going to come down here by 1 inch, which I already did. So I'm going to curve it like this. So this side is going to be for my yoke. So some, if you like, you put your, you go up by half inch. Me, I came down by half inch. I don't, it depends on how you want yours to be. So now for the lacing, I'm going to, if you want your lacing to be closed at the back, you don't want to put that that thing that they used to put in the at the back before lacing your back. You have to go in here by 1.5, so that when you join everything together, you have 3 inches for the wideness of your lace. Okay, for the tightening, 3 inches for the wide tightening. But if you don't want the lacing at the back to be open, you want when you are lacing it without putting that stuff inside, you want when you are lacing it, it will just close. Just don't remove anything here. Okay, don't remove anything here. But because I want it to be open, and again, there is a style I want to make. I don't want mine to be open all the way up. I want mine to be open here and then close at the down, just in a V shape. Open here and close at the down. How do I do it? Here I am going to come out by 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch. Sorry, this side is, I'm going to come out here by 1.5 inch. Sorry, not here, not on your chest line, but here, 1.5 inch. Here I am going to come in on my waistline. I'm going to come in by half inch, and on my hip line, half inch. Okay, so I want it to be open at the chest and then closed at the down part. I want it to be open. I want the corset loop to be like this and not like this, but like this. You understand? That's what I want it to be. See, like this. When I'm lacing it, it will just here, the lacing on the waist will clock tight together. But here there is going to be a 3 inches space here. So now here is going to be cut out. Now from this line point, I'm going to go in by 2 inches. Don't make it more than 2 inches. So 2 inches for the lacing. Here is where I'm going to lace. 2 inches, 2 inches, and 2 inches. Connect the lines. So I don't know if you understand what I did here. This is why I said I want this place to go in by 2 inches, because when you use 1 inch to put your 10 mm bone here, I will put my 10 mm bone here and my 10 mm bone here. Here will be for the looping. When looping, I like to put my looping on the waist close to each other like this, 1 2 1 2, so that when you are tightening the waist, requires much effort. The waist requires to be snatched. Yes, that's the right word, snatched. So why I put these two ropes here together, is when you are snatching the waist, it will just snatch very well. So I'll put a little gap and 2, 3, 4. That is it. So now the next thing I am going to do is to determine the shape you want your back yoke to be. Okay, I always like this shape. I always like this shape. This C shape. Oh, how I love it. And please, whatever shape you're going to, let it end here. Let it end here. Let it not be more than here. Okay? So now, if it depends on how you want to come down. I want to come down by 3 inches, sha, on the center, and then let it end here. Oh. I always want here to be big so that I can put some either button or any design here. It always looks good. Okay, so we are going to determine the design of the down parts. Remember, from the waistline I came down by 4.5 inches on this side, and again, to be able to sit comfortably after lacing, there should be this. If you don't do this, it's going to hang at the back. Okay, so now I want, you see this, no matter what you're seeing here, you think it's too short, 14 inches is too long for the back, because you cannot sit with this 14 inches. So to do that, I am going to go up here by 3 inches. From the hip point, I'll go up here by 2 inches. We have 11. 11 is good. 11 inches is good. So that when you sit, you can sit comfortably. It will hang on top of your butt. Instead of going down, it will just hang on top of your butt. You understand? So from the hip line, I went up by 3 inches. So I'm going to connect it. I don't know the design I want this to be. What type of design do I want this to be now? Oh, okay. If I do it like this, I think this design is fine. See, that's why I said you should be creative. Be creative with your work. There are so many designs of corsets. You can even see them online. There are so many designs of corsets. Okay, let us design it like this. So remember why I did this? So that when you're sitting, you can sit comfortably with your lacing, and not when the lacing will reach your almost your butt. Okay, so this one will be hanging on top of your butt. This lacing now will be hanging on top of your butt. That is why I did it like this. So I'm going to cut like this, Is there any other thing remaining? Okay, a design. The corset design is not necessary because we are not going to be cutting it in pieces. I'm not going to be cutting it in pieces right now. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. We are not cutting it in pieces at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are not going to cut it. What we are doing here is a dartless corset. So I'm going to cut out. bodice of the back. This is the yoke and this is the body. This is the front. And as you can see, the side of the back and the side of the front are the same. That is how you know if you're... So the side of the back and the side of the front, they are the same thing. They are the same thing. You see? This is the yoke for the back and the yoke for the front. And this is the cup that we are going to use to do the bust caging. Okay, this is the front and this is the back. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut it on my Java net. This one you're going to cut it 2. This one you're going to cut it 2. You're going to fold your Java net. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to cut it so that you will not make mistake. I will go to lead you step by step. Okay,